So when it comes to podcasting, there are usually two mics that seem to rise to the top of recommendation lists. The Audio Technica ATR 2100 USB and the Heil PR40. But how do they compare? In this video, you're going to get a full comparison. Let's go. Hey, this is Leslie Samuel here from BecomeAblogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. And today we're looking at my two favorite podcasting mics, the Heil PR40 and the mic with the ridiculously long name that I just love to say because it makes me sound smart, the Audio Technica ATR 2100 USB. It's like they made the name just for us geeks. I love it. Now, there's a significant difference in price between the two mics. The ATR 2100 is currently priced around under 70 bucks, and it's actually kind of interesting because the price used to be around 30 something bucks, but I think they figured out that it was a ridiculously low price for the quality of the mic. So it may or may not be a little different depending on when you're watching this video. The PR40 runs about 315 bucks, so obviously it's for someone with a bigger budget. But how do they stack up against each other? Well, first, I want to talk about what they have in common. They're both dynamic microphones, and that's a great thing. This is in contrast to a condenser microphone. This is kind of like the stuff that you have in a recording studio. The dynamic mics are going to have less sensitivity than the condenser mics. Now, I've seen people recommend condenser mics like the Blue Yeti for podcasting, but I highly recommend for you not to go in that direction. Those mics are way more sensitive, and they're perfect for controlled environments, like in a recording studio where you have sound treatment on the wall and all that good stuff. But in a regular room, it's going to be more likely to pick up the sound of the room, the heater, the AC, or crazy kids running around upstairs. Okay, so you're podcasting and probably don't want to spend thousands of dollars treating your room. So sticking with these dynamic mics, that's a good thing. Another way that they're both similar is they both have a cardioid polar pattern. So what the heck does that mean, right? Basically, they're going to be more sensitive to sound that is right in front of the head of the microphone. If you move to the side or the back of the mic, it's going to be less sensitive. Let me show you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey, this is Leslie Samuel here from BecomeAblogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. Hey, this is Leslie Samuel from BecomeAblogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. Can you hear me now? Not very well. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah, you can hear me now, but now you can't hear me as well. Now, this is exactly what you want. That way, you get only the sounds that you actually want to get. Another way that they're both similar is they both have this XLR output. This is a circular jack, and you can see we have 3 pins on the inside. Now, in order to connect a mic with an XLR output to a computer, you're going to need to have some kind of an audio interface. Your laptop doesn't have an XLR input, so you need something else. In my case, I connect my PR40 to a mixer, and then that connects to my laptop via a simple audio interface. But actually, for my podcast, I use a digital recorder to record it. The main thing I need you to know right now is that you need something else to connect it to your computer or some other device to record. Now, this is where we start looking at the differences. There are a few pretty cool features that this little budget mic has that I want to point out. First off, in addition to having that XLR connection, it also has this USB connection. Now, why is this significant? Because you don't have to have an audio interface to use this mic. You can literally plug it directly into your computer via USB and you're good to go. Then you open up a free program like Audacity and you just start recording. For this reason alone, this mic here is the one that I recommend for people that are just getting started with podcasting. And whenever I'm traveling and I need to do my podcast on the road, I always take this mic with me. Now, you can start out using the simple USB connection, and if you grow to the point where you want to do a full-fledged studio with a huge mixer and a bunch of microphones, you can take this right with you. It also has a headphone jack, which is kind of interesting. You can use that to monitor your audio directly. Just plug in some headphones and you can hear what your audio sounds like going directly into the mic. It also has this light here, a blue LED light that shines when you plug it into your computer and turns on when you turn on the on switch. Turn on the on switch, you know what I mean. This really is a feature that I can do without because I don't like the way it looks when you plug it in and maybe you're doing a video interview and you have this bright LED light shining in your face. Not a big deal though. All in all, this is a great mic to get you started that you never have to get rid of because the audio quality is that good. Now, with the Heil PR40, you're really just dealing with a simple dynamic mic. You can plug it into any mixer or audio interface and record a high quality sound. There's no additional bells and whistles, headphone jacks, USB port, blue light, or anything of that sort. Instead, you just get a solid high quality mic that just sounds great, and it's why so many podcasters use it. Oh, and one more thing, it just looks so much sexier than the ATR 2100. I can't tell you how many times I've been like on a live stream or something of that sort, and people ask me about this mic just because of how great it looks. That never happened to me with the ATR 2100. But all those details aside, how different do they sound? I mean, the PR40 is about 5 times as expensive as the ATR 2100. So let's do an audio comparison. By the way, you're gonna hear the differences best if you put on some headphones or some earphones. So if you have some available, I would recommend for you to pause this video right now, get them, plug them in, and listen to this next part. Once you've done that, or if you've decided that you're not gonna do that, let's have a listen. All right, I am speaking into the Heil PR40, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say the intro to my podcast and then do the exact same thing on the Audio Technica ATR 2100 USB. I'm going to keep the settings exactly the same so that you can have a fair comparison. So let's go. Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Learning with Leslie, the podcast where you learn, I learn, we all learn about how to build an online business with a blog. Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Learning with Leslie, the podcast where you learn, I learn, we all learn about how to build an online business with a blog. This is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. And until next time, take care and God bless. This is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. And until next time, take care and God bless. Lastly, as an additional comparison, I just plugged this microphone into my computer via USB, and I'm recording it using Audacity. Now you'll notice that the blue light is on, which indicates that it is plugged in and turned on. So let's hear how this sounds. Hey, this is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. Now, when I listen back to both recordings, I can definitely say that the PR40 sounds a little fuller and richer. And if you listen very carefully to the ATR 2100 sounds a little tinny in comparison. But honestly, the difference isn't that huge. All in all, I think they are both excellent choices for podcasters. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend starting with the Audio Technica because you'll get a great sound and you'll have the flexibility of having both USB and XLR available at a reasonable price. If you have some extra money to spend and you want that extra, sweetness to your sound, and if you're okay with the fact that you have to spend more money on an audio interface, mixer, or some kind of digital recorder setup, then you will not be disappointed with the Heil PR40. Okay, so I have some good news and bad news. The bad news? We're at the end of the video. Now, the good news, the great news is that I have a lot more great content coming your way every single weekday. So go ahead and like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, do everything. If you're on Facebook, like the Become a Blogger Facebook page and add me to your See First list. This is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. And until next time, take care and God bless.